Alrighty. So, last we left off, you guys had what was you guys had finished exploring that mansion you were in whatever pocket dimension that was. You finished collecting the rest of the books. You learned that the word they spelled out was liberty, and you pieced together through a little bit of deductive reasoning that you must have to speak the word at the door to the mansion. At which point it opened a portal, and you saw the tree man. What the fuck was it? Mateus. Matreus. What the fuck was his name?
Matreus.
Matreus.
Matreus. Yeah, Matreus.
The tree guy who likes feet. You saw Matreus's dead body lying on the floor, and then had a quick fight with an imp. After fetching security, you learned that although the keeper was not there at the moment, uh, Gilbert still wrote down a written report while it was still fresh in your mind. After which you guys headed to the baths as you needed, as you want to do. Had some relaxing time in the bath and then had some good old meals where some of you went to bed early, some of you had a little too much to drink and maybe need to get carried back to bed. But as we pick up, I'm going to need everybody to mute, except for Edwardine.
Oh.
So,
I'm on push to talk.
yeah. So, Dean,
Mm-hmm.
you vaguely remember half stumbling, half being carried by Avek back to your room, where you promptly pass out on your bed, fully on top of covers. You sleep very peacefully for the first part of your night, but as we get closer to the morning, it turns uneasy. Your dreams take a weird even by dream logic kind of turn. Wherever they started, you get to the point where all around you is a not quite fog. It's almost as if the air itself were dense and made it very hard to see away from you. You only have a few feet of vision to either side. It's all just black opaqueness. What do you do?
God. Can I look around and see if there's anything I can, like, other than, like, the bajillions of feet of darkness, can I, like, feel around for something that is not,
Yeah.
darkness?
Yeah, you feel around, you look down, you see the ground below you is solid. You're definitely you're walking on some sort of, like, not like carved artistically, but like carved smooth stone. And you kind of wander around, you find a wall. As you touch it, it's got kind of lines, just kind of like straight lines that take right angles, just kind of all along this wall, making some sort of pattern. And as you look up, it just goes up and up. And kind of closer to this wall, you kind of can see further up that it just keeps going.
Okay. Do I know if I'm by myself?
You don't hear or see anybody else.
Okay. Jeez. Okay, this is fun. We said, like, the lines form a pattern? Is there any way I can probably feel and try to figure out if it's like a pattern I recognize or if it's something that's like, I don't know, something that I know?
Make a investigation check for me.
Sure.
Ba, ba, ba.
Let's see.
Oh, 7 indeed.
Okay.
On a 14. You don't recognize the pattern. God damn. You don't recognize the pattern, but you do know you've seen similar walls before. You see your parents brought you to a room with similar walls like this.
Motherfucker. Um. Okay. I'm literally like, oh, I don't even know what to do. Holy shit.
Uh,
Can I like
you are cutting out. I did not
hold
hear.
on.
Yeah.
It's my Wi-Fi. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm clearly like in a room.
You have only found one wall.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So then can I walk along this wall until I like find something else?
Yeah. You
Okay.
walk for probably a good 10 minutes. And you come across a turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna definitely take that turn.
Yeah. It's just more of the same wall along it.
Okay.
After almost like 30 minutes of this walking, you kind of start to hear a heavy breathing almost. Kind of not coming from any direction, just kind of all encircling around you.
Yeah, my bad. I don't get a lot of exercise.
It's fair. It's fair.
Okay. So I'm unaware if there's like a source. I just kind of hear this breathing.
Yes. You do just kind of seems to anytime you try and pinpoint a direction, it seems to move.
Okay. Well, I'm scared, so I'm pulling a dagger out just in case.
Yeah, very fair.
I'm gonna keep walking until I find something else with this dagger very tightly in my hand.
You walk for probably another 30 minutes before you come across another turn in the wall.
Okay.
After you continue down the wall some more after this turn, and you kind of all the turns previously were full 90 degrees. After a while, you get to the what feels like a corner, and it feels to almost slope around like a curve, like to create a circular chamber.
Okay.
And the breathing at this point has gotten very loud.
I'm gonna keep progressing forward.
Okay. I've just got to pull something up real quick that I forgot to get beforehand. Ba ba ba. This will do. Why are you... There we go. Um, After kind of a few moments of just walking around the circle of this room, you realize you've walked in a full circle and are back at the entrance you started at.
Okay.
And kind of as you walked this circle, you see the breathing. The breathing seems to be coming from the center of this room.
And it's still like that darkness, right?
Yes. At this point, it's kind of you can see a few more feet, but you still can't quite see the center.
Can I look around and try to find a way to light up this room?
Make me an investigation check.
Gotcha. Where are we? There we are.
On a dirty 20, you kind of you instinctively go to try and use your magic, even though you don't have any magic that I don't believe you have any magic that yeah. You have no magic that would normally produce light in a normal way, but kind of as you tap into your magic, in the center of the room, you see a big fire erupts around a figure. And I dropped in art what you see before you.
Goddamn. Okay.
A large kind of bull man whose kind of upper torso has burst into flames. And that is where you will wake up.
Okay.
And everyone can unmute.
Papa?
Papa?
Nutman?
There you
Biggest
go.
nut.
It is around 4:30 at this point when you wake up.
Okay.
Would anyone else in the room be awake, or would Dean be the first?
Veritas is a cat. He's sleeping.
It's valid.
Very happily. I'm out.
Fair.
How does Dean wake up? Like, is it a gasping breath or?
That is up to Dean.
Yeah, she's gonna jolt herself awake, feel herself down. She's not gonna scream, but she's gonna gasp a little bit. Scared the life out of her.
Yeah, that's fair. Can I roll, or can you take like a passive perception to see if Rudy might hear that even while she's kind of asleep?
Would Dean have tried to hid it from the party at all?
A little bit, not entirely though. She'll
Make
because
me
she wants to be cautious of the people sleeping, but
Okay.
make me a stealth check with disadvantage, and we'll just use Rudy's passive.
okay.
Passive is 15.
Yeah, okay. So roll
You
twice.
said
Yeah,
gotcha.
roll twice and take the lower.
For sure. Right, come on.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah. With disadvantage, Rudy, you do your ears kind of perk up and you kind of like wake up at the sound of Dean.
Okay. It would kind of be like the groggy, grumbly, like the like heavy breath that you take in when you're like, oh, I probably haven't been wholly breathing properly while I was asleep. Cool. And like the lean up, watching Dean pat himself down. Is everything all right?
Uh, just really realistic dream. I'll be okay. I just gotta walk it off a bit, I think.
Do you want to come here in the bed?
Would you mind?
No, come on.
Okay. So she's gonna scoot herself. She's gonna bring her blanket with her, wrapped around her, and she's gonna like plop into Rudy's bed with them.
And it's definitely like a full-on. Rudy is far taller, and just basically big spoon, full hug, tail wraps around like a little curling cat.
I'll point
Just
out Ertos is also
chin
on the bed,
up.
so you can like
Yeah.
wrap around Ertos at like and then sandwich Dean in the middle.
Oh yeah, fully. Like chin on top of their head and everything, just coiled.
Ah, yes, this is nice.
And back to sleep.
Dean, so in this moment of comfort,
Mm-hmm.
make a, what do I want to call this? I'm not quite sure. Just make a make a Arcana check for me to see if you fully recognize what that is, or if you're just going off of suspicion.
God.
Because I
Yeah.
assume you suspect as a player what that is.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And Dean is fully in the same. They suspect where they were and what that was, but
Okay.
are not positive. And then
Okay.
whether or not Dean is able to fall back asleep before everyone's ready and up for their day is entirely up to you.
No, I think she's gonna stay awake and just enjoy this.
Rudy is very soft. Like the light covering of fur that was just washed because they just went to the bath. It's all nice and soft and plush, if you want to say, and just very warm.
I want a
You
Rudy
also
hug.
have a very large cat.
You are surrounded by warmth.
Yeah,
Thriving right now.
Yeah.
it's just that rumbly purr is coming out of Ertos.
That little lizard brain going, heat.
I mean, they are tiefling.
I know.
Yeah, as morning comes, what time is everybody waking up for real?
Ertos doesn't wake up until somebody either picks him up or wakes him up themselves.
Understandable.
I think Avek was awake earliest before, but he's been drinking, so I don't know.
I feel like his body still wakes him up way too early, but not like 6 early or like 8 early, and he's just not happy about it.
So then, yeah, Rudy will probably be the first one awake. Because they did go to bed pretty early compared to the rest of them.
Yeah, I believe Rudy and Gilbert went to bed first.
Probably just gonna stay awake. Basically just in the same position, still like maybe adjust the grip around the two. And just do the usual preparing of spells, a light hum.
Alrighty. We'll assume Gilbert in the other room is the next to wake up.
Yeah.
What's Gilbert doing in this morning?
Same thing he always does. He's gonna brush his teeth, comb his hair, put on his clothes, make sure everything's nice and tidy. Write his letter. Probably he'll send his letter to his mom. Because I'm sure he wrote a letter last night about the cool pocket dimension and stuff. And then yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. Think he's just vibing in the morning.
Yeah. You have your more normal routine with Postus Manning.
Yes. Good morning, Postus.
God, did you try? Did you try to pay him? Was that what it was?
Yeah, I always try to give him like a gold as like a tip, and
Yep.
he's always like no, and I'm like another bested again.
Bested again. Yep. He then runs back off, and we'll assume him running off is what eventually wakes up whoever the next person to wake up is.
You would just hear the tung 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 tung.
So is Dean or Avek waking up next? Or I suppose Dean never went back to sleep. Yeah. So at this point, we'll say all of you have woken up. A little later in the morning.
Oh yeah.
House wakes up and does that big cat stretch.
Let's go. We love that for him.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
I think
Uh,
Gil's gonna go
Just
downstairs and get
Yeah.
get like
usually
toast and stuff.
Yes.
yeah.
Usual morning stuff.
Yeah. You guys all head down to the house, the hearth. You see, it's a little late morning. You see it's a little busy, but you see little one reading a book in the corner, and you see Randy, running in and out of the kitchen. They both give you a little wave as you walk in.
Good morning.
Well, good morning.
Morning, little one.
Good morning.
Good morning, all of you.
Rudy's probably sticking a little closer to Dean than usual, but not like joined at the hip or anything. It's more just like, someone had a nightmare. Stick close.
Yeah, Dean's kind of like she's hanging back behind everyone. Like she's kind of like walking behind everyone.
Every now and again, you probably notice Rudy doing a not so subtle look back, and then hangs back just a little bit to try and be in between where the group is and where you are, just to make sure that everyone's still in kind of a line.
Alrighty. You guys all order breakfast. It's brought out to you. As you guys are chowing down, what are you guys talking about at breakfast?
Quite the interesting day yesterday. Can't say I've ever been in a place like that before.
Neither can I. Yeah, I was wondering, do we still have that book?
Yes.
It depends on which book. You still have some books.
Oh, I'm specifically talking about the Marshall.
Oh, the Marshall book? Yes. I don't remember who specifically, but one of you does.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I has it.
Might I see that book, please?
Sure. I'll finish my little bite, and while I'm chewing, just reach into my pack and bring out the chained book and just plop it down in front of Gil.
I'd like to inspect the book further now that we are not in a pocket dimension.
Yeah, give me a investigation check. A 14. You still kind of feel there's a little bit of like magicalness about this.
Hmm.
Like anytime, like you don't see any lock on the chain. Like it just seems to kind of loop into itself somehow.
Hmm.
And you're pretty good with that sort of stuff to be able to know like, oh, this ain't normal.
Yeah. But I still can't open it, correct?
Correct.
It feels as if it is magically locked, but I do not see a way to unlock it.
Tried knocking on the book.
No, I did not. I knock on the book.
It makes like a kind of a hollow knock sound. Not hollow, but the sound that you would happen if you knocked on a book.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Book, would you please let me in?
No response from the book.
Seemingly, there is no response from the book.
Threatened to waterboard it.
I will not threaten violence on this book.
You don't have to actually do it. You just have to like threaten it. To scare it a little bit. Show it his boss.
Do you think we could use magic to open it?
I know not, as I am not skilled in magic.
Can I see it, Gil?
I hand the book over. Yes, of course.
Can I like see if I can use magic to open this book somehow?
Hmm. Give me a Arcana check.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
On a 6, you certainly have no idea how to get this book open or anything, what this book's deal is.
Okay.
You're,
Well, I thought I knew something. Sorry, Gil. And then I'll hand it back to him.
I forget if I no, I didn't check myself what kind of magic it was. Rudy will probably just like lean over a little bit and their eyes will kind of flicker a slightly iridescent glow while they do the inherent detect magic just to try and see what kind of magic it is.
I gotta fucking look up.
Because I would at least be able to tell the school.
Yes. That's not how you spell that word, but whatever. You see, it is transmutation.
Oh. Okay. So then it's probably the same little like, while they keep looking at it, kind of just making sure, doing little squinty eyes at it, getting a little closer, leaning in. Not like saying the word just yet, but kind of just like internalizing it for a hot second.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, maybe at some point we can ask the oh my god. She's not the bookmaster.
The keeper of the tomes.
Keeper of the Yeah, same deal.
Yeah.
Maybe at some point we can ask the keeper of the tomes if there's a way to open this book.
Usually, magic like this can be dispelled somehow. It's, what was the word for changing one thing into another?
Wands
It's not like-
mutation.
Yeah, it's kind of like the wandering eyes, and then you say it, it locks onto you. Yes, that one.
Well, as a not skilled magic user, unfortunately, I am a bit useless until we find out how to do. Okay, what else do we want to do today?
I need to go for a run. I didn't get any exercise in this morning.
Would you like company?
Can you keep up?
I think I can outpace you.
Speed is different than endurance.
That is true.
Just out of curiosity, before we move on too far,
Yeah.
since I have this up for a 30-foot sphere, is there anything else in the tavern itself that would catch my eye?
In the tavern yourself, the tavern itself seems to be, I don't know what school of magic. It seems to be another sort of pocket dimension almost. It's definitely larger on the inside than the outside. Whatever school of magic things like Magnificent Mansion are. Whatever
fine.
that is, what you get a lot of that. On you guys, I don't think there's really anything. I mean,
I don't have anything for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing about like any of the other patrons that might catch my eye besides, little one having the little headband.
You see a couple. Yeah, you see the headband on little one. You see a couple spell books.
Okay.
That's about it. And obviously, you see Ertos and Dean have magical energy about them, along with some of the other patrons.
That's fine. All right, so nothing out of the usual.
Nothing out of the usual. Randy also has magical energy about her.
Okie dokie.
So Avec and Gilbert are going for a run. What are Dean, Rudy, and Ertos doing?
I think Dean just kind of wants to take like a walk. She just wants to walk this whole situation off.
Yeah. That is fair.
And here I was about to say Ertos was also going to walk just to explore.
Very fair. I guess
Well,
that's.
if y'all are going, then Rudy will ask if you guys want company.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Okay.
Okay. So, Avec and Gilbert, how are you guys doing? Are you trying to race, or are you just going for an endurance run?
I think Avic's just going for an endurance run.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep pace.
Alrighty. Both of you give me a athletics check.
Let it.
It's almost 19.
Yeah. Gilbert, it's definitely a little rough for you to try and keep pace with Avec. But
Around mile 3, I'm just like waning.
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the speed itself is not the problem. It's how long you go.
Heyo.
think at some point during the run, Avik would look over, well, down at Gil, and say, you know, if that book lady can't figure out the fucking chain situation, I could try to snap him. I'm pretty good at breaking shit.
You are very good at breaking shit. But I'm afraid.
You need to hop up on my shoulder, buddy.
No, I'm just. My lungs are way smaller than yours.
No.
So he can't speak. Like you've
Can't-
interrupted him, but he's like not. He can't do two things at once, so he's still just going on.
Oh,
And, yeah,
poor baby.
he'll be fine. He needs to be bullied a little.
Honestly,
Be
fair.
mean to children.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, hard opinion. Be mean to children.
Para, President 2024. Be mean to
Yeah.
children.
Be mean to-
I'd vote.
His children are wrong. 2024.
Fuck
Honestly,
them
you
kids.
have my vote.
Let's go.
Thanks, guys. Doing my best out here.
Anything else you guys are doing on your run?
Well,
Not unless anything like catches my eye. You know?
No. Nothing. You know, if you run if you're just doing laps around the court inside, you know, you kind of just run in circles. Doesn't take you very long to do an individual lap. But if you were to run around the outside, you get pretty far away before you'd have to come back.
I'm just gonna follow Avik.
Yeah.
Damn, he feels like he got a good workout in.
Alrighty. R3 just going for a stroll.
Mhm.
You guys go walking anywhere specific? I'll actually put you guys onto the map so you can see if any of these locations, because you guys were told you have full access, which is very rare for non-members of the Candlekeep to have full access to pretty much everything.
Urtos is taking that to his advantage. He just wants to explore.
Yeah, I think Dean is just kind of mindlessly walking, so she's just kind of following wherever Rudy and Urtos go.
Alright, cat leading
Dean's
the
a
way.
little
to
in her
exploration.
head right now.
Yeah. Alright, Kitty, lead the exploration.
Meow meow.
I don't even know where.
I mean, I can just roll and see where you kind of end up. If you've got nowhere that particularly piques your interest.
Yeah, nothing that particularly calls out. Urtos is just kind of wandering.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys kind of head just kind of out from the hearth. Kind of wander along the wall for a bit. Kind of just checking out little nooks and crannies you find. And eventually you come across a very large emerald door. You see there's just a dude standing like guard in front of it. Seems has a like an emerald like cloak on.
And about where is that on the map?
It is
Oh, I see. Okay.
right here. Yes. It leads into the more restricted section. The area that is not open to the general.
But we have access because we have unrestricted access.
Yes, largely unrestricted access. There are a few exceptions.
Of course.
Urtos is gonna do that cat thing where he just sits down and yells at the guy.
Well, excuse you. Can I help you? Fully talking to the cat.
Yep. And then these two come trotting behind.
Well, is this your cat here?
It seems that he wants in.
Well, I can't. I kind of looks you guys over. You're those new ones, aren't you?
I think that
Yeah.
everybody knows who we are.
Kinda hard to miss this weird ass squad.
Yeah. People who are very clearly not scholars. You super stand out. These three specifically are the closest to like not standing out. Like very specifically, Avek and Gilbert stand out, but all of you do to an extent. If it were up to me, you wouldn't be allowed, but I've been given orders to allow you through.
Oh, somebody fucking kill this man.
It's literally just not even flinching, just a smile, just wonderful.
You see, he opens like a little side door because it's just so much easier to let people through the side door than through the big door.
Honestly, fair.
Demand the big door cat. Do it.
Does the cat want the big door?
No, he just wants in.
Okay.
He is
And then he
going to do
wants
that
out.
thing where he rubs against the leg.
Make me a persuasion check.
I gotta find it first. Hold on. There it is.
Hey!
Well, at least someone appreciates my efforts here.
He does a little purr and then trots in through the door.
Followed by the tiefling and the furbolg.
We're large, but the cat's in charge.
Rudy probably has to like go a little bit and then get in.
Yeah. For the most part, Rudy and Avek have to duck through most doors. There's a few exceptions. Like the door to the hearth is actually large, and the door to the house of rest is large. But most doors are only about 7 feet tall.
Make doors right for big bitches in town.
And the exploration continues.
The exploration will continue in a moment.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it.
Perfect. I'm to tweet my genius quote.
I love stupid cat so much.
Cat just wants to look at the books.
Yeah.
It's fine. We have two people that can read,
I was about to
and
say,
Rudy that can reach for the books that you like.
I love how going into a giant fucking library and the only ones that know how to read are the cat and the tiefling.
Yep. It's okay. Rudy's here for the ride and to be a ladder if you need.
Rudy's there for height support.
Yep.
And heck, if Rudy wants, Urtos can read to them.
Perfect. And nobody else will know.
Yeah, no one will know. It'll just look as if there's a just a cat staring at a book with a furbolg.
It's literally just gonna be they have the book out in front of him, Rudy sitting down in the chair, the cat in her lap, and just reading.
Yep.
They're both just being stupid attentive, even though the cats usually just fuck off.
I think Dean still thinks that Rudy knows how to read at this point.
Perfect. She's faking it well.
I think Dean's also the only person who Urtos hasn't spoken to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dean thinks Urtos is just like a regular cat.
She really does.
Avek. I mean, technically, Avek does too. I think.
No, Afik
Yeah.
thinks you're weird as fuck,
Oh,
but
okay.
still a weird as fuck cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spoke to him once in the
Big
bathroom.
ass cat.
Yeah.
But Avik didn't realize that it was the cat that was talking.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, for sure.
It was stupid.
It's fucking hilarious.
I would also like to note I almost choked on my coffee from my Baphomet mug during that fucking dream sequence, asshole.
Hey,
Yeah, he's great with that.
I
I
like it.
literally had my Baphomet mug in my hand.
So if he asks us as a group, what are your greatest individual fears? Don't
Yeah.
answer him.
Hey,
I
I
drunk
may or may
state
not.
of writing up Edward Dean's entire lore and sending it to him like a dumbass because I was drunk.
Oh, I
See,
was.
that's your first mistake.
Yes. Oh, and
I
Beck, I
literally
was
hit
gonna
send.
ask for that
Oh,
later today.
I literally hit
damn.
send and I went, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Oh,
Yeah,
but it's so
no.
much more interesting for a story to have backstory.
Yeah, D&D advice: never tell your DM
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah, I figured that. I
Keep them
figured
in the
that
dark.
out.
because anything you say can and will be used against you.
No, give it
Just-
to
But
them.
then
Give them
Just
all
think of the
the
payoff.
but if we do
Give
that,
them
then
all
there's
the
a,
ammo.
if we do that, then there's a good chance he might kill the character.
Perfect.
Or
Not the I would never kill the PC.
Why not? Trauma.
you
No,
say-
you kill the
we say as-
NPC.
We say as if you literally killed Teasel.
Hey, Teasel
He
killed
had
himself.
No... Anywho.
Anywho, yeah, as you guys continue on through this door, you see a large part of this section seems to be libraries. And collectively, it's known as the Grand Library, but it's really a lot of smaller buildings that are all just filled with books.
I know I can't read anything, but are there any like labels of like what the different libraries are, what they contain, any kind of system that these two can pick up?
You guys would actually pick up. It seems it used to not be that way. But very recently that someone has decided like, okay, it's time to clean up our shit, and has started like kind of towards the closest parts of the door have started organizing moving in. So you see they've kind of started labeling buildings under different subjects.
I see a big sleepy cat-like thing.
A big sleepy cat-like thing.
Oh.
That's definitely a dragon. I don't know
know,
what
but
that
they
is.
can be, they can be like cats.
It's fair. That's weird. I don't know why that's there. There's definitely
just
not a
have-
dragon in Candlekeep.
I just happened to zoom in and I'm
Yeah.
No,
like,
it's
or
okay.
I noticed
he's-
it and I'm
he's
like, hello.
like pet. It's fine.
There's no dragon in Candlekeep. Likely story.
Hey,
There's also no pocket dimensions in Candlekeep.
hey, I would never say that. There's lots of pocket dimensions in Candlekeep. But actually, you see, they've only kind of like started labeling like maybe 5 or 6 buildings towards the start of the door. But one of them you see is Lords of the Abyss and the Nine Layers of Hell. Seems to be a kind of a medium-sized building dedicated to the various layers of Abyss and Hell.
You know, normal things to label stuff with.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
Hey, you're in a big old library. They have lots of weird shit.
So I mean, it's a library. So are we like allowed to like check out books and bring them back, or is it like you need to read it there?
It's you guys would be they cannot leave the premise.
Oh, okay.
If Avek and Gilbert left for their morning run, they would have been like searched to see if they were bringing any books out.
Oh.
they would have noticed the chained book and like looked through the logs and just saw it was something weird. But
No, the chain is on, Rudy.
that's right. That is right. They would not have. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Dean's gonna absent-mindedly drift towards that very obviously marked building.
yeah.
I was
She's not really
going
gonna say anything to Urtos or Rudy. She's just kind of like gonna walk over there.
Yeah.
I will say, if you're paying attention, or I guess if you're paying attention, you could see that Urtos will look at you, and after a minute, you'll hear a little voice in your head that says, "You seemed troubled this morning. Do you think reading would help take your mind off of it?"
She's gonna like turn around and look between them two because like she hasn't gotten too far, and she's gonna like she's not exactly gonna know where it came from, but it's obviously not Rudy, so she's just kind of gonna stare at the cat with like wide eyes, like maybe I should have gone back to sleep.
It's just a head tilt from Rudy going, is everything alright?
Does the cat talk?
Yes.
Oh, so that is you. Yeah, I think reading would help a little bit, actually.
And then the voice in your head again answers, "Well, you seem to be interested in that one building. Why don't we go in?" And you see that the cat just, without even waiting for an answer, just gets up and starts heading for the door.
Yeah, let's go in there. Yeah.
Okay.
He can't open the door, so he has to wait patiently for them to catch up to him.
What is fucking Urtos has a speed of 45. Jesus. Why is
Cat.
it? Is that just the race's base speed?
Cat
No,
go
the race
you.
the race is, its base is 45. His the feat that I picked for him gives him an extra 5.
I see.
Cat gotta be speed for the zoomies.
Absolutely.
Uh,
I mean, he could probably let himself in with Mage Hand.
oh,
Yeah, but like, why would
Why, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Why do that when he can just have somebody open the door for him?
I mean,
Urtos
if
can pet
not
himself.
put down?
Yeah, he could. If there's a specific spot that he's itchy and can't reach, he's got a hand.
Oh dear.
Listen, I made a really interesting cat.
You've made something for sure. Yeah. Dean, you kind of walk up, enter the building. Urtos and Rudy close behind. Is there anything specific you're looking for in here, or?
No, she doesn't entirely know what she's looking for. She's trying to find something. Just something. That's all. She has no specific. She's just walking in with no expectations and just planning to leave with some kind of information.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You kind of spend a few minutes just kind of looking, like, looking and kind of like touching the spines of all the books, just kind of like seeing which one like is the one that would you think would give you the most information, without specifically going through and reading every single book in here, because there's probably thousands of books in this one building.
Small question. Has it been 10 minutes since we were down at the breakfast table?
Yeah, you guys. I assume it was pretty like slow walk.
Okay.
10
fair
minutes
enough.
walk anywhere here.
Yeah, fair. Just making sure on the off chance.
Yeah.
That's fine. Otherwise, Rudy's just going to be looking at anything colorful or anything interesting that would just catch an eye.
Yeah. If actually any of you want to give me investigation or perception checks, who are in here.
Urtos isn't paying a lick of attention, apparently.
Yeah,
He's too busy just exploring the building itself rather than at the
that's
books.
fair. And Dean's has something in mind when looking in here, so Dean can actually make this with advantage. So roll again. Since Dean's not sure what they're looking for, but they know they're looking for something. not not great.
Okay.
Yeah. Ertos, you're just exploring the building. Dean, you're kind of just going from book to book, feeling a little overwhelmed with the pure amount of books. Um, but Rudy, as you're kind of going through, looking around, looking for pretty colors and all that, you find kind of like tucked away in a corner somewhere, like a leather bound book. Um, seems the cover is worn and used. You see kind of elegant writing on the front. Can't quite make out what it says, but
Um, I think she'll probably definitely like take it, like thumb over the leather. Is there any way to tell what kind of leather it is?
uh, no.
Human
That's
leather.
fine.
It is presumably cow leather. It is
Okay.
not human leather.
That's fine. Just an off question.
Yeah.
So like opening it, and doing like the little from back to front, kind of like just letting the pages fall open where it will. Is there anything interesting inside of the book that would catch your eye?
As you kind of flip through, you see kind of, well, the front of the cover seemed to be very elegant. The inside is a mess. It's just seems to be written down hastily and messy. So it seems like some of the pages weren't originally part of the journal and were stitched in later. So the stitching isn't all matching. Um, you find a couple illustrations. One you find that kind of spans kind of towards the middle of the book, kind of spans over like 4 pages. So like, have a book open, then flip, and the next 2 pages as well. Seems to be kind of like a maze almost. Although you aren't able to discern any start or finish to this maze.
Okay. So she'll take that, kind of like tuck it under her arm and kind of like reach up a little bit and try and find the other two.
The other two? Oh,
Yeah, the two party members
yes. Yeah.
that are also wandering the library.
Dean is fairly easy to find since they're kind of looking through bookshelves. So Dean is the first one you find.
So they'll kind of like lumber over a little bit, wait for a moment where Dean's not like actively looking, even though they seem a little bit dazed, and kind of like walk in front of them a little bit, trying not to startle, and just hold the book out, like take it out from under their arm, hold it out, and just, this one seems rather interesting.
Oh. Oh, okay, thank you. And she's got a couple books in her hand, and she just kind of just tucks them back on the shelf and takes that one. And she does a quick like flip through it real quick with like the pages.
Yeah, and Rudy will probably point out where that large maze-like illustration is. Does Dean read the cover?
Yes, Dean can read the cover. Dean, on the cover you see in intricate black ink cursive. You see Mathsfrost's mighty digressions.
Okay.
This is a weird That's the person's name, and it's possessive. It's that person's mighty digression. Yeah.
Okay.
and then you again are able to make out very hasty writing through the rest of the book.
Okay.
Um, so what are you doing as you look at the book?
She's just kind of like skimming over some of the pages. She's not really. Wait, Rudy said she shows her like the illustration.
Yes, but you're cutting out again.
Okay. Okay, so when she finds the illustration, she kind of looks it over.
Oh, you are going full robot.
Robot, yeah.
Oh, am I? Hold on. How about now?
All good.
Okay. So yeah, so when she hits the maze, she's gonna try to look it over.
Rudy will kind of guide as well because they also just took a hot minute to take a glance at it. Just being
Right.
like, I don't see a start or a finish. It's quite interesting.
Does Dean recognize what this is? Does she like know?
You both of you make Dean make a investigation with advantage.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Rudy
help
will
it.
give you the help.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Hey,
So,
oh.
okay.
Ooh.
Is that advantage enough?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go-
that's advantage enough.
yeah. So we'll kind of go over kind of everything you kind of glance in the book first, and then we'll get back to the maze.
Okay.
So earlier in parts of the book, you see kind of it talks about. It seems to be kind of just written like the author's thoughts on these subjects. Seems to have some thoughts about how the weave works, which is how where magic comes from. Seems there seems to be some stuff about lycanthropes in there.
Okay.
And then the section you're in seems to be about abyss lords. And then on a nat 20, you do find kind of just towards the edge of one of the pages, just a little singular entrance.
Okay.
And you, on a nat 20, you're certain there's not an exit marked down for this maze,
Okay.
which means it is not a maze, but a labyrinth.
Okay.
And kind of as you come to this kind of conclusion, the book, while in your hands, transforms, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So this kind of transforms into kind of a ball of energy almost in your hands.
Okay.
And as it kind of like floats up and away from you, it does 10 necrotic damage to you, and you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
And just to make sure, I'm also seeing this.
Yes, you are also seeing this. I need everybody to roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Close.
I'm sorry, what's
Oh
happening?
no.
We're fighting another book.
Find another book.
Fucking hate.
So the first level of of exhaustion gives you disadvantage on all ability checks.
Okay.
There are 6 levels. The second level, your speed is halved, and along with the disadvantage on ability checks. Third level is a disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Fourth is your hit point maximum is halved. Fifth level, your speed is reduced to 0, and if you ever hit 6 levels of exhaustion, you straight up die.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah. So right now, you're at the first, and it will go away on a long rest.
Okay.
I like to imagine at this point, Gil and I are just at the bathhouse, getting cleaned up, having a great time.
Yeah. You guys are having a post workout quick bath, just chilling in the bathhouse.
Perhaps we'll go get a post-workout snack after our post-workout bath.
Okay. So it got a. Okay. So top of initiative is Rudy.
All right. So what do we see?
You see a ball of energy kind of almost suck energy out of Dean. And the book is gone.
Okay, book is gone. Energy is left instead. Probably just an instinctive swipe at it with primal savagery.
Okay.
Kind of like a, oh, don't like that. Yeet.
Very fair. That definitely hits.
Wonderful. So I feel it connect.
Yes, you do feel it not so much connect as you would connect with it, but you feel it kind of like pass through and kind of catch on something.
Okay, so the acid did take.
The acid did.
Interesting.
The acid did take.
Okay. So then it's definitely like a panicked slash out and then like just worm her way in front of Dean and in between Dean and the ball of energy
Yeah.
being like, nope.
Yeah, you're kind of like very much up in its face, air quotes, but
Yeah.
and that's your turn.
Yeah, I don't think she really knows what else to do. It's that moment of, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. Dean, you suddenly, you feel a little tired now.
Yeah.
But it is Dean's turn.
Jeez. She doesn't really know like what to do. Cause I don't think she really understands like what happened. Let's see, what do I have? Hold on, let me peep. Can I Eldritch Blast it? Is that a thing that I can do right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And you said it's with disadvantage right now, right?
No.
No, okay.
Only ability checks. So things like
Okay.
deception, investigation, those sort of things.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes.
Great.
An 11 does not hit.
Okay.
And I don't think Dean has any bonus actions. No.
Okay.
Urtos, you're far away, but you hear shit going down.
Okay, I was about to ask how far Urtos was to this.
It would probably take your full dash action to get to the fight, because you have to kind of like look around a bit. But on a full dash, you would get there.
Well, on a not full dash, is he able to at least see it? Like if he uses his full
Um,
movement.
just make make me just flat d20. You want a 13 or higher to see if you kind of pick the right direction to be able, because there's lots of shelves. Yes.
19.
Yeah. You're probably at like 45 feet away,
It's no problem at
but
all.
you are able to see.
Cool. He's gonna shoot firebolt,
Yes.
bolt
Bolt.
at. I want to be very specific with that firebolt at the ball of energy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
A 15?
A 15 hits, and you see your firebolt kind of goes into it, and it kind of like dissipates within it, but roll damage.
9.
9. Okay.
Just from downtown, a firebolt comes out.
Yeah.
And he does not have any bonus actions.
Okay. That brings it to the book's turn. And now Rudy's the one in its face, so it don't care much. Rudy does a 12 hit.
No.
Alrighty. In that case, it's back to your turn.
I don't really want to do produce flame because we are in a full-on library, and I don't want to accidentally, not
That is a good point.
hit that.
If you guys miss with spells, you will do some damage. I won't count the Eldritch Blast from earlier.
Okay.
Because I didn't think of it, but you are in a delicate situation.
Yeah, ranged especially, and with
Yes.
fire, I don't really want to. Yeah. So instead, I'll probably, let's see. I'm probably just going to do Primal Savagery again. Kind of like minimize the chance of accidentally hitting any books.
That's very fair. Very valid. That definitely hits.
Yeah. Rudy, not happy.
Yeah, roll that damage.
I accidentally rolled twice, but that was a 10.
Okay. Yeah. You feel, snag deep inside of it again.
Fuck yeah.
Still interposing yourself between it and Dean.
I don't think there's anything else that I can
yeah.
really do.
That'll be Dean's turn.
Okay.
There's no way to actually try and move us away from some of the bookshelves.
You could walk away. There's kind of a slightly opener reading area. You're kind of at the end of a row of bookshelves. So if you kind of went to the end of your row and then behind the bookshelf that's to your back, you'd be in a more slightly open, chaired area.
Can I start a forced movement, kind of trying to back Dean up as well?
Yeah, I'll say you're kind of able to physically push Dean back 15 feet, but you will take an attack of opportunity.
That's fine. Within the expectations.
Yeah, that is a miss.
Dope.
So
yeah, I'm gonna start backing us up towards that open area instead of accidentally maybe hitting books.
Yeah. Dean, it is your turn. And at this point, you're kind of at the end of your row of books.
Okay.
So to your right, you see, more rows of bookshelves, and to your left, you see this seating area.
Okay. Um. Oh my god. Can I? Well, I'm too far to stab it.
Yeah, and even throwing a dagger could do some damage, although not as much as a spell. But
Yeah. Well then I'm gonna pull a dagger out and I'm gonna try to like chuck it at it, cause that's like the she's still trying to figure out what the hell it is. Well, she knows what it is, but she's like still like
you're not
she's
quite
still not
sure.
processing what the fuck
Yeah, you're not really sure
or
what
what
it is, but you know where it came from.
and she saw Rudy caught on it for a second, so she's gonna try to throw a dagger at this thing.
Yeah, give me a attack roll.
Perfect.
A
Okay.
21. So this is interesting. Roll damage for one.
Let's see what we've got here.
Ba, ba, ba. Okay. You see your dagger kind of thuds kind of into the center of this, kind of flashes a bit brighter, and then your dagger kind of like just drops down to the ground.
Okay.
Any movement from Rudy? From Dean.
I think
Alright.
she's gonna stay there just so she can still be like close enough to like fight this thing, so she's not leaving it to everyone the hell else.
Okay. Urtos, it is your turn.
Okay, so I might do something stupid. You said it's 45 feet away from him?
Yes.
He's gonna take his full movement and try and swipe at it with his claws.
Alrighty.
This might be stupid. 16 to hit?
16 hits. You kind of do a full sprint and jump up into the air at it,
Okay.
and you do hit it. You do a good amount of damage.
And then he's just gonna hiss at it.
Fair, understandable. That is its
To the
turn.
rescue. Yep.
It is now its turn, so it's gonna move over to attack an Urtos,
Okay.
and that is I'm pretty sure going to hit a 19 to hit Urtos.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. And you're going to take uh, 14 necrotic damage.
I should not have
And
taken it.
yeah, it rolled a very low on Dean. 14 necrotic damage, and I need you to make a con save. You also
That's
gain a
fine.
level of exhaustion.
Cool. When I said I was doing something stupid, I fucking did. I meant it, apparently.
Apparently, Rudy, it is your turn.
Hmm. Okay. Can I kind of do the same thing where I'm gonna try not to enter its threatened space again, but I'm gonna try and like reach in and pull the cat back?
He's on the other side of it.
Oh, okay.
Since you guys are you guys are up against one wall, and Urtos started up against the other end of the wall.
Okay. So then instead I'm gonna go back up to it, kind of leaving Dean out of its threatened space, as far as we know. And flank it if I can.
Yeah, you're able to flank it with Urtos.
Okay. And it's just the Get back, get away from the books, and then try and primal savagery again.
Okay, yeah, and you have a +2 from flanking.
Banking on it, apparently.
Yeah, that hits. Uh, as you kind of reach out, you kind of finally are able to fully grab what it was you were snagging beforehand, and you kind of rip it out with your hand, and you see in your hand like a ball, like a tighter ball of energy kind of dissipates, and then
Okay.
the rest of it goes, and it is gone.
Oh. Or not.
Urtos is just gonna lay on the floor right where he stood.
Reasonable.
He's not looking too hot.
Yeah, so it's kind of just a. Rudy's taken a hot second to just look at their hand for a moment as it slowly changes back to their normal hand from having like acidic claws. Is there anything left over? Did it just dissipate?
It's fully dissipated. You see no signs of the book.
Okay. So it's a hot moment of just shaking out the hand and then leaning back down to the cat. I'm just gonna do a quick cure wounds. Too early in the morning to be that low.
It's fair.
Give me my spell, please.
No spell for you.
He said no. The cat is not allowed to be healed.
Too bad.
Oh, bless.
Is that full health or one shy? I don't remember how much you took.
One shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you kind of heal up Urtos, what are y'all doing?
Reeling for a moment.
Dean's a little floored because it was. Well, she's not exactly surprised that books do this weird shit, but she wasn't expecting books to do that weird shit here. So she's a little surprised, but she's like, okay. Attacked by a book. We're on a roll today. So she's still like, okay. Very out of herself, times 20. Not having a good day.
Very fair.
It'd be like that.
I believe it's safe to say that we're also in the boundaries of not attacking a book that hasn't attacked us first.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think it threw the first punch.
Speaking of, did that catch anybody else's attention? Is there anybody else here?
Yeah, speaking of, as you kind of look around, you see the full orc security woman walking up to you guys.
Wonderful. Did you know that your books attack people?
What do you mean?
There was a leather-bound book just now, and if you can see, points to Dean, who's still absolutely not healed. It kind of attacked us.
It has happened a few times. We don't. They have. Do you know the name of the book?
Did Dean read it out?
Did Dean read the title of the book aloud?
Yes. I'm pretty sure she did.
Yeah.
Okay. So then Rudy will repeat it. It's Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions?
I will look at who brought that in, but you are lucky that this is not the first time this has happened. It happened.
I don't believe we're lucky.
If it weren't, you would have been kicked out
Why? We didn't break any rules.
We had reports of fight in here.
We didn't throw the first punch, though. Well, I don't think anybody punched.
Listen, I just followed the rules.
Yes. And
Even
so
if I think they're dumb rules.
I asked for clarification in the beginning, and it said that we can defend ourselves.
I see. I see.
Just a smile.
She, you guys are those new, those looky folks doing research.
Yes.
You wouldn't. I'm a little stretched thin. It's mostly just myself looking into this stuff right now. I don't suppose you could help me a little bit
With what specifically?
with trying to find out where these books came from. The people who brought the other two books into the library, they're different people. Not the same person.
Hmm.
I will have to find where this book came from as well.
Karen just looks over to Dean and Urtos. And just like, well, after we take a moment, I can ask. We may need access to records. You have records?
I can look through the records. They are a little confusing. Don't make much sense if you haven't spent a lot of time looking at them.
Hmm.
But I can point you to the direction of the one person who brought in one of the books.
When we get cleaned up, I can ask.
Just I will be at the administrator's building. Just find me there.
Just kind of like picks up the cat carefully.
It's a chunky boy.
I believe it's time to get cleaned up.
Yeah, let's go do that.
Says as he's actively licking himself right now. Just licking his fur.
I assume you guys are heading down to the baths.
You know it.
We're gonna meet up with the other two.
Baby.
Yeah. So, is there anything Gilbert and Avek want to do in the baths while that was happening?
Well, I guess it depends on how long they were in the baths.
You guys probably would have been here about 10 minutes. Because you guys went for a pretty long run. So you have about 10 minutes before the rest of the party joins you guys.
It's just rinsing out his hair. Braid back on and all that.
Para, you are muted. If you are intending to say anything.
Yeah, I figured that, we would just kind of make small talk. Be like, so I know that you were a gladiator. That's pretty cool. I was never a gladiator. And I know you don't like cops, but don't worry. I am not a narc.
Like, check, is this kid a narc?
Insight check if the kid is a narc.
I mean, is the kid a narc?
I think that depends on your definition of narc.
Uh-huh.
But, I might not believe him outright, but that he doesn't believe that he's a narc.
Yeah.
Listen, I would believe Gil to the ends of the earth.
Yeah. He thinks that he's a very good, kind little guy doing the best for the world.
So do a lot of narcs.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Whether Avek thinks he's a narc or not is fully up to Avek. But
You might think the kid's a narc.
Kid's definitely kind of a narc. That's fine.
Like I feel like Avik sees this kid carrying around a tiny badge, and she's like, "That's definitely narc shit."
Narc behavior.
Yeah.
It's not aligned.
I was
Power of the badge.
originally I was thinking that he spoke in like kind of like an uwu accent, but I
Oh,
realized
dear.
that he just speaks like a redditor.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Uh,
I hate that.
and with that piece of information, I'll be back in a minute.
Yep.
The biggest bis boy.
He really is.
Still fucking hate books.
That's why
So
he's
valid.
got so
Yeah.
many emotes.
All my homies hate books.
Yeah. Books are not our friend right now. Like at all. I don't even want to say right now. They're just not our friend at all. The one book we have that could help us is fucking locked and won't open. Books keep attacking you guys.
Never reading a book in real life ever again.
Yeah,
I've already been doing that for years. I was way ahead of the curve.
Oh fuck yeah. Squad goals. Who reads?
I was just hanging out with someone who's like, "Do you want to return books to the library?" And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't know those were still open."
I would not put it past you.
Oh, the bit is also that my mom works at a library.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm back.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
We've decided that we still hate books.
Very
Yeah.
valid. It'll be about now that the rest of you enter the bathhouse and see Gilbert and Avek. And Gilbert and Avek, you see coming in a very tired-looking cat with just blood just on him. And a similarly like tired and kind of bruised up Dean.
Oh, Dean.
My God, do we need to get you guys to an infirmary?
Shit.
We got attacked.
Vic. We went to a place that would be your worst fucking nightmare.
Oh, you went to the fucking library.
Yes.
We could work that, man. You might.
No, that's
Gonna get up and try to help Dean clean off before she gets into like the main area of the bath.
Well, considering that we were also attacked by a book there, it would be
Fuck
quite a
you.
nightmare. That one was not pleasant.
Most
Did
books
not
aren't pleasant.
say a book. True. It kind of just sinks into the water.
fully up to the
There they go.
up to the nose.
Oh, always.
Always. Anything you guys are now doing as a group in the bath?
I'm not actually capable of any of this, but I'm gonna just try to like help wash out the wounds and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you're not like trained in it, but you're able to, splash water into the wounds of your friends.
Yeah. No.
Cleaned your floor before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely cleaned out my own scrapes and bruises.
You understand basic first aid.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Gonna move on to doing the homie's hair.
Yeah, buddy.
And then once we're all kind of like at that slight equilibrium, just being like, okay, a little more calm, Rudy will kind of like shake out a little bit and pop back up so she can speak. So that security woman, the orc, has asked us to help track down who brought in the exploding book. I don't know if we want to help with that.
You just
I mean,
hear
do
a
we
voice
have
in
anything
your
better to
head.
do?
Really?
I mean, I think it beats researching this fungi bullshit that we were supposed to be doing.
Well, I thought we were supposed to be researching feet.
Oh, well.
Oh shit.
Well, if we want to, then we can go back and see her. I just wanted to make sure that we all want to be doing her this favor.
I
Or
feel like
tells
in a
them-
way it could benefit us. No, assuming that we've been attacked by exploding books before.
Urtos has a few words he'd like to telepathically share with the person who brought that book. And they may be very sharp.
I have 2 words for that person. Reckless attack.
All right. So once we're done here, we can go and accept helping.
I'm gonna do your hair next, Rudy. So as I'm actively braiding. There.
It is a wild mess.
Yeah, 'cause oh, have you guys not done Rudy's hair yet?
Nope.
Oh, it's worse than how Dean's hair was to begin with.
Oh yeah, there's like twigs just lodged in there. There's knots and everything. There's probably like a
You-
dead bug or two.
Yeah, you might find a live bird.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on, Rudy. Let me go get my comb. Go to my pants. Pull out my comb. Skitter back.
Alvek has a comb?
Outside it looks fine. It looks wild as shit, but on the inside it's just a tangled mess.
Avic's parents taught him self-care. Okay? His moms would not let him leave the house looking like a mess.
That's fair.
The only
Okay, so
reason why he ever looks like a mess is because he's traveling and doesn't have a lot of great places to bathe most of the time.
If I can take just a little bit of agency here while he's cleaning out their hair. Like you find a couple of sticks and twigs. You definitely find like a couple of bugs wrapped in there, long dead.
Crunchy.
Crunchy indeed. But there's a couple of like oddly colored leaves and twigs that you see lodged in there. You may not like think of it right away, but they're definitely like a little strange. They're not like the flora and fauna of this area. They've got like a weird texture or sheen to them, depending on which one you pluck out of her hair. But nothing much else. Maybe like a rock or two.
Just a full
think
ass
Alvek
rock.
Like
Full ice
a
rock.
nice pile of the debris, just so you can go through it and see what they want to keep.
There's definitely been like a bird nest in there at one point.
Oh, definitely. I don't doubt that.
This takes you a good while to finish up. By the time you're done with this, you guys are pretty pruny, and there's a very sizable pile on the edge of the pool.
My question is, are there any other people in here just witnessing this entire disaster?
At this point in the day, it's pretty, it's pretty much middle of the day. It's like 11 something. And so not many people were in here to begin with, but then you guys have kind of gotten a reputation around. Some people immediately got up and left when Avek and Gilbert came in, and like the last people got up when the rest of you came in.
What fucking ass.
Fuck yeah. Room
We're
clearing up the
wonderful. We are pleasant people.
I guess everybody was just done.
Yeah, I've been told I can clear a room.
Oh dear.
Huh.
I think at some point during this, Dean's gonna ask Avik to teach her how to assist to make things like go by a little smoother. Also,
Oh,
so she
okay.
can kind of do her own hair at some point too.
So, with longer hair, you really want to start combing from the bottom and just slowly go up, because otherwise you like get all the tangles in one place and it just really fucking hurts when you try to brush it.
Oh.
Very clearly, it has been taught self-care, and is happy to share the knowledge.
Love that. Love an ally.
Yes.
This is my friend Valentina.
Ally.
I saw one where they were in Minecraft and then they pan over and it's a lay.
I think you sent that to me.
I thought I sent that to you.
Cody
I
sent it to
Not
me.
you, Des. I thought I sent that to you.
no, I think I sent it to you. At this point,
Who
in our
knows?
state of singular being, we've sent it to ourselves.
Yeah. It was on one of our 40.
Honestly, probably on both.
Yeah, upset you shared it with me.
But yeah. By the time you finish, Dean, you're kind of starting to get an understanding of how to like take care of hair.
Good.
Thank God.
And Rudy's hair is the cleanest it's been in as long as she can ever remember.
Yeah.
You want me to like put your hair up in like braids? Like, do you want like a ponytail, or do you just want it like down and flowing? I can. Oh God, a French braid wouldn't exist. What would be the word for it?
Oh.
Do you want a Fandolin braid? Oh, freaking no.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, now I need it. Now everyone in Fantalin's gonna have that braid. Next time you see your children.
Oh. What have I done? I think Avik would do the thing. You know where people will take like a small section of like front of the hair and braid it and use it to tie the rest of the hair up into a ponytail?
No,
Get
not
up.
at all. But yes,
Fuck you.
go. I shave my head. I don't do it.
Die.
Fair.
Motherfucker. The Avik's gonna pull one of those with their hair. Get all set up. I don't know if you want to keep any of that. I'm just gonna point at the pile of debris. But it's there.
They'll sift through it. Probably like, oh, that's where that went. And just pull like a slightly shinier rock out of it.
Yeah, you pull an opal.
Awesome.
Yeah, you now have a 5 gold opal.
Probably needs to install.
They might thumb over one of the more oddly colored or textured leaves, but leave it. Really only taking anything that's actually worth something.
Yeah.
And then kind of just like piles it up and takes it.
And like
Oh. Much appreciated.
Yeah, anytime.
Much lighter.
yeah, honestly, Rudy, you probably are like 10 pounds lighter.
Probably with all the shit that make up a lot of her hair.
I love that for Rudy.
Yeah, as you guys are getting up and out of the baths, you guys are pretty pruny at this point.
Good.
You guys can take a short rest. And that only really affects, I believe, Urtos and Dean.
Yeah, if they want to use hit dice or something,
Yeah.
they can do that.
I'm not because it's just 1 point.
Mainly for
Indeed.
Dean.
How much damage did you take? Did you not mark it down?
Hold on. It
think it was
was
10.
10 necrotic damage, exhaustion.
Okay. Yeah. So your exhaustion levels are gone for both of you.
Okay.
These ones are different than normal exhaustion levels.
Gotcha.
And Dean, if you would like to heal yourselves with using some of your hit dice, you can.
Okay.
So if you hit the short rest button,
Yeah.
click one of those boxes. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
That's not the worst.
Nothing.
Actually,
Better than
yeah, that's exactly average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does there happen to be a little trash can in here for Avik to throw away the unwanted debris?
There's a little trash can in like the changing room.
Yeah, Rudy will also help with that.
I was really hoping you guys would
Two
just leave it
big
there.
fistfuls.
I was raised better than that. My mom's found out they would find a way to fly over here and beat the shit out of me.
Oh, don't tempt me.
I will turn, dude.
If you don't give me Avex moms, I will make them myself.
That is a threat.
Avik will have very big and pretty mommies.
Of course they will.
What he deserves.
They deserve nothing less. So what are y'all doing?
Interesting going over if nobody else has anything else to say about helping her out.
No, Gil's excited about it, so.
Question. Would Avex, once bloody set of clothes be cleaned by now? Like, would he have been able to stop the House of Rest before coming to the bathhouse to get new clothes?
Yeah, that is good. How many, when you dropped them off before dinner? Yeah. You would have found your clothes in like a, folded and kind of put like in a box, in the morning. Out front of your door. So all of you have a fresh set of extra clothes.
I'm not putting back on the sweaty clothes.
Yeah. I will assume that you guys have, 2 sets of clean clothes at a minimum. Yeah. So what y'all doing?
I don't know where the lady is, so I'm just gonna wait for them to show me where the lady is.
Right, I imagine we're all gonna go talk to the lady.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait outside their door while they're all getting ready. I'm gonna change, but it doesn't take me that long because I'm small.
Did we learn Orc Lady's name?
She just said that she was at the administrative office, I believe.
I believe you learned her name last time.
Yeah, when I got her.
Harper.
Harper, okay.
And this building right here in front of the Pillars of Pedigree is the administrative building, or one of the administrative buildings. All right. So who is leading the way there?
Do we want the cat to lead the way again?
Meow meow.
Sure. Get it, meow meow.
The cat just walks up. Oh, he can go back to the to that one guard guy.
That one guard guy is fully in a different direction.
Oh god. Oh, where?
This is the administrative
Oh
building.
god. Okay.
Yes.
I lost where everything was. I apologize.
Yes, very,
Never mind.
very fair. It is technically not a marked building.
Gotcha. Okay, then yeah. Kitty cat enters and then waits for somebody to open the door.
Yeah.
Can't wait for one of these days. Urtos just uses mage hand.
Ah. Sorry, I gotta burp real bad.
Poggers, poggers. Nice, you
Pog
belched my
champion.
brother in Christ.
You see the receptionist points you to where her office is.
We go.
No,
Go.
off
The
you go.
5 of us are about to pile into this room.
Yeah, kind of as you approach the door, you just hear, "Fucking god, fucking shit, fuck, god, fuck, ow, shit, fuck."
Cat's gonna kind of claw at the door as a knock.
The fuck? She opens up her door. It sees first the cat and then the rest of you. I see. Come on in.
Fine, thank you.
You see her room is a mess. It seems like a lot of papers just fell on the floor. But she kind of scooches away enough that you guys are able to stand in the room without standing on the papers. I was able to find out who brought in the books. There were 3 book attacks. Two of which the person who brought the books in are still here.
What?
And it's a giant bull guy with a flaming.
Uh, the other books that were brought in were a book called The Dark Hunger. Seemed to be something about some powerful entities with the stars. I don't know. And the other one was Fallen Theamar. Seemed to be about a dwarf king who was out to reclaim his kingdom. They all came to us in about the past 2 months. Two of the people who brought those books are still here. One of which is Yalarian High Scroll, who brought the book that attacks you, and the other which is just a person named Valar, who brought the Dark Hunger.
Okay.
I take it since you came here, you're willing to help. And don't worry, you will be paid.
You said Yalarian, what sounded like high school, but
yes, Ilarian, High Scroll.
high school.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the names of
Yes.
the other things that we can't.
Yes. So the books are The Dark Hunger, which was brought by a person named Valor, and the other book is Fallen Thearma. Theamar? I'm just gonna...
Yeah, just write it down, please.
Yeah. And
Oh, Fallen.
an unnamed person brought that one here. And That first one is the person who brought the book you guys read, and the second one brought the Dark Hunger.
Okay. Do we know where to find those two?
Yes, I can tell you, and she'll tell you where to find them. They are Yularian is in the House of the Binder. Seems to have been hanging out there most of today. And Valor is she is currently reshingling the roof on the hearth, as the book she brought killed a wizard's homunculus. So thankfully the wizard got the book, but she did have to pay off that debt somehow.
So, what is the goal here?
If you can find where these books came from and stop them from find out what they really are, really, and if you are able to stop them from coming here. Because it's only a matter of time until someone gets truly hurt, and they'll kind of like gesture towards Urtos that they saw very bad.
Urtos is very much ready to see Yularian, or however his name is pronounced.
Okay.
Yell at some nerds.
Yeah. Were you guys any more questions for Harper here?
No, we were promised payment. We got our goal. We have names. I think that's most of the bases covered.
Alrighty. Which one are you going to first?
I think we all know where we're going first.
Yes.
Yeah, Dean's got personal beef with the one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna head down to the House of the Binder. What you guys had learned is where copies of books would be made.
Okay.
As you head down that way, as you kind of get there, you kind of you ask around. You're given a description of a 20-something-year-old human who dresses mostly in kind of light blue robes. Kind of asking around, you eventually are able to find him. You see he has a fairly relaxed posture. He seems to be kind of conversing with some other scholars.
Hmm.
No, not for long. Adventure party rocking up.
Yeah, he kind of looks your way. And again, it goes back to his conversation.
What was his name again?
Dean's gonna hang back behind everyone so she don't do anything rash.
Fair. His name is Yularian High Scroll.
Hey! I scroll! Just fully. He doesn't care.
Yeah, you don't give a shit.
I
Well,
mean,
he's
fair.
doing what Dean wanted to do, so.
Yes.
Come here. Just the full like as we're still approaching him, the full like, come here.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
come over here.
Make an intimidation check for me as you're just yelling at this dude.
God damn it.
Avec can use strength in place of that.
Oh God.
So you will get a +5 on top of what this actually is.
I don't think my strength is max.
Oh wait, no, +3. Sorry, I read wrong. I was looking at
I
your.
was looking
I
good.
was about to say like that is not.
Well, because it would have been +5 because I thought it was a -1. So you got a
Oh.
19. Uh, he kind of a little scared look in his eyes. He kind of walks over. Yes. Who are you?
Avik, one of your books tried to kill my friend.
One of my books. I don't really.
Dean's gonna shove past Avik and kind of cut him off and go, Mazfrot's Mighty Digressions? Does that ring a bell at all, maybe, you think?
The book I brought for entrance. It's just a book. How could it have hurt somebody?
Definitely not just a book. Not just a book.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about that. I'm deeply sorry.
Better start thinking of something because that wasn't very fucking cool.
Well, wait. What do you mean the book attacked you? I didn't do anything to
At
the
that
book.
point, Rudy's kind of gonna like just reach forward, put a hand on Dean's shoulder, and kind of just pat. Easy there, buddy. And just kind of like lean over her. Just well, if you wouldn't mind telling us where you got that book, we would appreciate that. Like a wide-eyed smile, definitely not a friendly or happy smile, but kind of feigning it.
Make me a either persuasion or intimidation, and you will have an advantage on this.
Neither are good.
Oh my god. I believe in you, bestie.
Yeah, straight 10.
Yeah, on a straight 10.
Keeping up the pressure from Avik.
Yeah. Well, I came from Waterdeep because I couldn't bring any of the books from the library there. But so to get into here, I had to buy a book, and I bought one in the wide in Baldur's Gate on my way down here. And that was a book that looked rare, and I need a rare book to be to get in here. So I bought it there. But I thought it was just a book.
Can you be a little more specific? Where did you get it? Who did you get it from?
Well, it really, I mean, the Wide is a big place. It was very noisy and hectic. I don't really like that stuff. But I remember the stall's name had Dune something or something Dune in it. That's all I remember.
Insight check.
Yeah, give me a insight check.
Yes, please.
Anyone who
Bad.
wishes.
God damn it.
I got this, don't worry.
Yeah. Oh.
Who is Dean?
Dean's not fucking around, clearly. Dean's pissed.
Is Avek rolling insight?
I can. I don't think I need to.
Yeah.
I don't think Avik believes him either way.
That is true. Rudy and Dean, this guy is telling the truth. He is very scared. He didn't know the book was a monster. He thought it was just a book. He's just a scholar.
You don't remember anything else about the person that sold it to you?
not really.
A name, a look, anything.
Uh. Huh.
Asking hard questions.
Where? It's a quiet fellow who wears spectacles. That's all I really remember about him. Didn't really say much.
Right. You said it was from a stall. Did the person look like they were maybe a traveling merchant, or did they seem like settled in that place?
No, in the wide, that's all merchants from Baldur's Gate.
So we're gonna have to go to Baldur's Gate to kick some dude's ass. Okay.
Yeah, please not mine.
Just be more careful with what you buy and what you put in public places. Yes?
I will.
Good.
And who has the let me make a who has the highest perception?
Mine's only 13.
Gilbert. Gilbert has the highest passive perception.
Hey!
Gil, you'd notice that this dude has fully wet himself.
Oh no, buddy.
You know, his
I'm not gonna tell anybody, but
Yeah.
ooh, that smells like pee. Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see his light blue robes have gotten a little darker.
that's rough, buddy.
Well, are we ready to go yell at the next nerd?
Yes.
You agree?
As they're walking away, can Dean just kind of turn around and do like the "I'm watching you" with her finger?
Full on Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just.
Yeah.
Me and my big scary friends are gonna come back to beat you up.
Give me an intimidation check.
Dean does not
Fully
forget this
with
transaction.
advantage. So roll twice, take the higher.
Okay.
Already good.
Yeah.
He starts crying, like openly, just starts weeping.
We're never gonna be allowed back in here.
Hey, we were commissioned to do this.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't there a dude he was actively talking to?
Yeah, there's a group of people who have kind of just
Good.
walked away. Like they weren't friends; they were just, having a scholarly conversation.
Hey,
Like,
I know. You're not coming after my ass.
yeah,
Which is like, we're not part of whatever the fuck that is.
yeah.
Beautiful.
You guys head over to the hearth, which is where Valor is. And actually you see her. You see up on the roof reshingling. You see a woman with broad shoulders and just a permanent scowl on her face. You see she's another tiefling.
If we wanted to do the same thing, should I just yell at her?
Well, I mean, we don't have personal beef with this one.
Yeah, there's no personal beef with this one. This one's maybe yell because she's far, but that's about it.
What, her name was what?
Valor.
He like cups his hands over his mouth and just, hey, Miss Valor, hey.
She kind of, brings her hammer down one last time. Kind of looks over to you. Yes?
We have some questions about a book that you handed off.
Well, give me a moment. You see, she kind of like stands up on the roof, kind of throws her hammer, kind of like in like a bell loop, and then kind of just fully like slides down the roof a bit, and then just jumps like about 15 feet down to the ground.
Why is that?
Kind of lands in a roll.
Dean's gonna grab Avic's shoulders and go, "Don't forget the hearth is sacred grounds to us."
Sorry, I got distracted. There was like a little bug. He like points down at like what the daddy long leg style spider that's just like skittering off into nowhere. Look at him, he's just a funny little guy.
Are you saying this to her or to Dean?
I'm just saying it out loud because Dean was talking.
You called me down here, and then you got distracted by a spider?
I'm not the one that asks the questions, they do. I just
You're the one
stand here,
yelling.
look up. Yeah, because I'm the loudest.
Understandable.
He's our megaphone.
Yeah, or just kind of do a similar thing and just lean forward. Just about the book that attacked someone. We'd like to know where you got it from.
I got it in the wide.
All right. Do you remember anything else about the place or the person that sold it to you?
I know they wasn't the most reputable corner of the wide. It cost me a pretty penny for sure. Some a young woman with white eyes and long braids. She's who sold it to me. Little chatty Cathy.
I see.
Seems like they're all in the wide.
Yes. Well, there was another book that attacked someone mainly, and just points at Dean and Ertos. that attacked someone just not too long ago. That also came from the wide. Interesting.
Do they have whoever brought that book in doing work?
They will. People have been notified.
Well, is there anything else you need of me?
Unless you can give any more information about any kind of stall you got it from.
I wasn't particularly paying attention. I needed to get in here, so I needed book. I needed rare book, so I found one. And then it turned out to be not a book. And now I'm stuck here. I need to leave. So I need to finish reshingling this roof so I can get the hell out of here.
Fair enough.
You see, she fully just turns around, goes over to like the ladder that's kind of like in like the side kind of like hidden out of view, climbs back up on the roof.
Yeah, that's fair.
If we can waive what we assume could be a sentence of you fixing this roof, do you think you could have more information for us?
I've told you everything I know.
Can I do a perception check?
What are you trying to glean?
I'm trying to see if like she's just like she isn't in the mood to talk and doesn't want to she wants us to just go away and doesn't want to tell us anything.
You mean insight?
That would be insight.
Insight? My bad. That's what I meant.
All good.
You know, y'all know what I meant.
Yeah. I assumed. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay, well, Dean's clueless, so.
Yeah. On a 3,
LOL.
she told you what she told you. She's got no more.
Okay. Okay, well, Dean tried. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
She just kind of shrugs and looks at everyone else and is like, well, whatever, I tried.
Yeah. What are y'all doing now?
Well, that's what we were asked to get, so I guess we're going back.
Uh,
Yeah, we don't have anywhere to like go.
I mean, you do know somewhere in the wide in Baldur's Gate.
Well, I was
How
when I
far
tried
is
to
that?
report back.
Baldur's Gate is a few days ride. I believe to the north. That's what would make sense with the direction that Ilarion came from.
Oh, it probably wouldn't be a super long trip. And like the way that we would need to notify the lady that we're like fucking off for a little bit, right?
Yeah, but she's also gonna
Yeah.
be gone for.
Yeah, she's
No.
also, not here for an indeterminate amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
probably
point.
just report back to what was her name?
Harper.
Harper.
Harper, yeah.
Harper.
Report back to Harper, tell her what we found out, and then leave Gil's report for the Keeper of Tomes, just in case she comes back while we're out.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do all of that. No, role play necessary. Anything else you guys want to handle before you head out to Baldur's Gate?
Hmm.
I can't think of anything. I mean, I think that like obviously I would ask for like maybe a cart or provisions for travel since everything else is covered. But that's about it.
Yeah, you guys are able to get some cart, able to get a cart and 2 horses.
Alright.
And you guys don't need to worry about food because you have good berries
Yeehaw.
and are generally able to
Yeah, buddy.
scavenge.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Um, so as you guys are leaving through the main gate, you're getting, a pat down search looking for books.
Shouldn't we go say bye to Rudy before we leave?
To Rudy?
Not Rudy. Fuck. Look, I'm tired. Okay.
Bye, Ruby.
Randy
No, Andy.
and little one. I want
Yeah,
them to think we've abandoned them.
yeah.
For sake of sentimental attachment, I don't see why not.
Oh fuck yeah, let's go.
Gil will not go say goodbye to them.
Oh,
Okay, well, Dean's gonna go.
That's fine. I'm just, if anybody's paying attention,
alrighty.
Gil hasn't decidedly not done that.
Okay. Anyone else not doing it?
Kurtos will stay with Gilbert.
Okay. And Rudy?
Probably poke the head in and just kind of wave.
Okay. Yeah, so Dean and Avek, you guys enter the hearth, and Rudy too. You see, it's at this point, it's like 2 o'clock, there's like nobody really here. Get a hello from Little One, and Randy goes, well, howdy there, darlings.
Oh hi. We just came to say bye. We're not leaving, but we're like leaving.
We're making a short trip.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dean, that made much more sense.
Offer Little One a hug. That's the homie.
Yeah, Little One kind of...
we,
Go ahead, Dean.
Oh, sorry. I was about to say, we didn't want to leave without saying goodbye. Didn't want radio silence on our end.
Well, I definitely appreciate it. And she's gonna come around the corner and give each of you a little peck on the cheek.
I need to bark. I'm a grown man. But she definitely gets a big hug.
Yeah, she definitely gives one back. to and then you go to give little one a hug.
Of course.
He kind of does. He kind of. Oh boy. He gives you like kind of like a back cracking hug.
Yes. The best type of hug, you mean?
You can. I will see you in a few days, Avek. You can.
See you too.
You can. I will give you a big back cracking hug because you can take it.
I can't. And honestly, it felt really nice. I think my back was a little fucked up from sleeping on the dirt for so long. I definitely set shit right.
You have to be careful with that.
Sometimes you just can't help it though when you're on the road.
I spent a long time on the road. I always tried to. I put as much effort into sleeping. I can't just make everyone Russian.
You can and you have.
You totally
Started with
can.
Dragon.
Well, why not? They're not all gonna have different.
I suppose. I have spent a lot of time on the road, and I put effort into not sleeping in the dirt. It's not that hard, Avek.
I guess I kind of just like it.
That makes sense. Kind of gives you another slightly less strong hug, but you know, still a big old hug.
Come on, Dean. They're already waiting for us.
All right, let's go.
You want a piggyback ride?
Yeah, I do.
Come on.
Avek, I need you to make me an athletics check.
Why?
If Avek's okay, yeah, Avek, you are able to give Dean a piggyback ride, no problem.
I see him like dad jogging out with Dean on his back.
Yeah. As you guys get up to the rest of the party, kind of towards the door. Do you let Dean down?
Dean wants now. If not, I don't care. I'll keep walking with Dean on my back.
Dean's gonna stay on Vex's back for a little bit.
Okay. As you guys start to head through the door, you know, they search down Gil and Urtos, no problem. They probably, yeah, they search down Urtos because, you know, people are trying to sneak things out on their pets. Or are just druids in animal form, so they've learned to just search down animals.
That's fair enough.
Can you? Why do you do? As you see, they try and search you guys down.
I feel like you guys just hate fun. If you need me to set her down for a few, I can.
No, it's fine. They do a good enough search. They're like, yeah, I'm just gonna assume you got nothing. You're also the weird ones, so.
The weird ones.
And as they search Rudy, they do find the book with the chain on it.
Fine, it's not one of theirs.
What is this here? You trying to steal a book from us?
No.
And where'd this book come from?
From another dimension.
Not lying.
I'm not lying.
It's not like the truth.
Not truthing either.
I ain't calling you a truther. He kind of eyes you skeptically, not really believing you, but he'll go through, look at,
Like, smile, not bothered at all.
yeah, he goes through, kind of pulls out, like, it's a magic tablet, basically. It's what it is. And kind of scrolls through looking for the title. He goes, well, we have this book, but it's not like this. And so I guess this is just your book. Here you go. I don't know why you want it. It's a weird book.
We're adventurers. Of
Yeah,
course
we're
we want a
weird.
book.
I, I'll never understand you folk.
It's alright, you don't have to.
Go on, get out of here.
Oh,
Goodbye.
we'll be back in a few days.
Lovely.
I love that they hate us. It fills me with joy.
And with that, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Fucking piss boy.
Well, that'll give me time to work on Urtos lore.
Amazing, we just stole a book.
Me. It's not their book.
I mean, it might have been, but it wasn't bound.
Oh well, it's our book now.
It's our book now!
Quick, Rudy, lick it. Claim it as yours.
She would.
The only way.
Oh man. I love being able to tell the truth, but also not.
It's always wonderful. It is
Okay.
an art form.
I love it. Be below average intelligence and average charisma, but a heck ton of wisdom.
Let's go.
This is great.
I am back.
Well,
Stop,
okay.
pisser.
What's up, Turbo Pisser?
9,000,
It's
in fact.
boy.
Is that number gonna keep going up?
Oh, little pee boy.
I have lots of water. But it will take you guys. It will actually take you 5 days to travel to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Anything you guys wish to do on the road?
I don't know. I think Alec would be fighting his urge to just want to break the chains on that book because he feels like he could do it. He probably can, but like his heart wants to.
It's fair.
Yeah, unless there's any like talk that happens when we set up camp or do any of that stuff. I don't know if there's anything else that would happen.
Yeah. Yeah, let's... On the first evening, how you guys setting up camp? Who's taking... You guys making watch? You guys... How you handling all that stuff? As your first night out on the road as a party.
Urtos can take the first watch.
I think I can get one of them.
Yeah, Rudy will take a watch. Probably take the second one.
Okay, so we'll go Urtos, Urtos, Rudy, Avik.
It makes sense. Alec wakes up super early anyway to do a bunch of push-ups and shit.
That's true.
So we'll be up
Fair enough.
early.
I need... I need one of you to roll d20 for me.
Alright. Gonna say no. It's not 20 and I'm very afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Alrighty.
too.
It's either really good or really bad.
Yeah, so, and then I'll roll the... Actually, this would take, pretty much in the middle of the night, Rudy. You see, it's not quite a full moon, so, a few days out from that.
Okay.
So there's plenty of light around.
Yeah, her skin's doing a little shimmery thing.
Yeah.
Love that.
You see a pack of wolves just kind of not coming at you guys, but kind of looking, kind of watching you from afar.
Okay. You caught the furball druid with a pack of wolves. Wonderful. She'll probably just wait and watch their behavior.
Yeah. It's about,
Very clearly watching them.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. There's about 7 of them.
Okay. Is their demeanor more curious, more aggressive, cautious?
You make a nature check for me. Make a survival check for me instead.
Neither are.
Okay. It wouldn't have
I
helped.
know survival is better.
Yeah. We'll have gone with survival. Just because I forgot nature was intelligence and not
Never
wisdom.
mind.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah.
Been a bit. Been a bit since she's
Yeah.
in the wild.
Yeah. You look
Used to
and
the comfort of the inn.
yeah, they're starting to kind of circle you, is what you notice.
Okay. I don't think she takes it as an immediate threat, but definitely on guard. And it's just obviously speaking out because she knows that animals can understand her at the very least. It's just we're just passing through. I would rather not you attack us. Probably would not end well.
Yeah, they kind of just sniff at the air, and eventually, one of them kind of turns around and leaves, and then the rest of them follow off. You can track them for a while, and eventually, they get into the nearby woods.
Awesome.
And the rest of the evening passes uneventfully.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what would come of that. Maybe in the morning she'll do something, but for now that's that.
Yeah, the rest of your evening passes, and Avec, the rest of your evening passes as well.
Nice.
I assume Avec is fully doing push-ups whenever someone wakes up.
Oh yeah, like the second other people are starting to wake up, he's working out.
Alrighty. Yeah, you guys eventually all wake up, have, some sort of breakfast. You're able to scrounge up /Goodberry or whatever.
Yeah, I might do a little hunt in the
Yeah.
morning. Try and grab something from the forest.
Yeah, make me a survival check.
Don't be in that one. Don't be in that one. Much better.
Yeah, you're able to, you actually managed to kill a deer.
Wonderful.
You're able to scrounge up some berries. So you guys will have enough food for a few days.
All right. So she'll probably, butcher the animal, do the whole preparing the meat thing, making sure that some things are cleaned and stored properly. But a portion of it, probably like a good haunch, will be left where she killed the deer. Kind of just like a thank you for leaving us alone, and just moves on.
Alrighty. Yeah. You
Coming
guys.
back, hands bloodied with meat of a deer. I found breakfast.
Ooh, I can help cook.
Yeah. Avec and Rudy make up some mean deer meat, which you guys are able to have, for breakfast and dinner, and breakfast and then dinner, and then for a few days.
Yummy, yummy.
Yeah. Over the next few days, anything anyone wants to talk with anybody else about, or anything anybody would like to do on the road or camped at night?
Well, not particularly that I could think of.
Yeah, none that I can think of.
Yeah, if unprompted, I don't think that
Yeah.
they're going to be doing much besides small talk.
I
Okay.
think Avik hates awkward silences and is just talking the entire time.
Of course he is.
Just does not shut up. You guys hear a lot about like various fights that he's had in the gladiators arena.
It's a large number.
Somehow he's still alive.
Somehow. Yeah. So towards when you guys are starting to set up camp on the fourth night, you guys are able to see Baldur's Gate in the distance, and you'll make it there around midday tomorrow. But you see, full moon is out. You guys are able to see for quite a while. It's some loose hills with some sparse woods, but for the most part, you're able to see pretty far out. Same order for watch.
Sure.
Okay. I need all three of you to roll me a d20. Ba, ba, ba.
Oh, where was it again? Over here.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. That fucking why? Technical difficulties. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it.
Close.
Just adding 16 different creatures into the encounter builder.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Why are you not staying? Save. There we go. This will happen very early in the evening. Probably happens, probably around 11, just before you're going to switch over to Rudy. But Urtos, make a perception check for me as you're
Oh, boy.
as you're looking out.
Damn it. Urtos, buddy.
Yeah. Alrighty.
This fills me with-
Yeah.
To
It's
remind you of the alert
fine.
feed.
That is
Just
true.
in case.
That is a good thing to remind me of. Urtos that's a d12. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
You take 4 piercing damage as a crossbow, a small crossbow bolt kind of goes into your side.
And of course he's gonna make a noise about that.
Yeah. I need you all to roll initiative, but you guys are surprised, except for Avek. And let me just double check what surprised is, because it is not how it actually is.
Is it a surprise round?
Surprise rounds aren't actually a thing. They don't actually exist.
It depends on how your house rolling.
Yes. I don't want to do it because they're very bad, especially at low levels. Very easily could kill all of you. Fucking. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, so all of you are surprised except for Avek, which means on your first turn you can't move or take any actions, and you can only take a reaction after your first turn. That is how surprise works. So for initiative, Rudy, what'd you get?
It's there. It's an 8.
I am in a different tab. I see. Ertos, 21.
21.
21. Gilbert, what'd you get?
22.
22. Avek.
24.
Dean.
17.
Okay. Okay, Avek, you're up first, and you're not surprised. You don't quite see where this is coming from, but you do know danger, and you are very quickly like up on your
anyway.
feet, half your movement. You're in danger
Uh,
because you guys are effectively prone.
Am I able to grab my halberd?
Yeah,
Going that bad boy?
you kind of scoop it up as you stand up.
Yes.
Make a perception check to spot.
oh, good. I'm all right at that.
It's not very high.
Well,
You see kind of sneaking up on Ertos are kind of coming from Ertos's side, 3 giant rats and what looks like a were-rat, which shot Ertos.
well,
Kind of looks like a very large humanoid feral rat.
I'm gonna take the 15 feet I have
Left of my movement and just rush forward at him. I assume I can't make it.
No. You basically just make it. You're basically only able to interpose yourself between them and Ertos.
And that is all I can do.
Alrighty. That will bring it to Gilbert, who it is your turn. You've just woken up, and
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I have to spend my turn waking up and standing
Yeah.
up? That's fine.
Yeah, you were not. You actually can't stand up yet because you're surprised.
Okay.
Ertos as well. You're surprised. You're fully still like out of it. You're not quite sure what's happening. Same with Edwardine. You're still just waking up. So that'll bring it to the were-rat, who
Fucking bitch.
who is now going to take 2 shots at Avek. Does a 19 hit?
Yep.
And the other one is an 8. So you take 8 piercing damage from its hand crossbow.
like that.
It is then the 3 rats who are all going to run up on Avek, because Avek is the first person they can see, and are all going to have advantage on these attacks.
Hack attack.
16 to hit.
Hit.
13 to hit.
Does not hit.
18, so 2 hits.
Good.
You take another 11 piercing damage from the 2 bites.
Yay!
It is now Rudy's turn. You wake up. You're not able to do anything. It is now Avek's turn.
I'm gonna go into a rage.
Yep. Surprised you didn't do that first time.
Well, I didn't think that anything was gonna get to me so quickly.
Yeah.
I didn't know how far away they actually were. Yeah, and I guess I'm just gonna start swinging
Yeah.
at just one of the little fuckers in front of me.
Alrighty. Yeah. On Urtas's Nat 1, they were able to get pretty close.
Damn it, Urtos.
Oh, man.
An 8 is not gonna hit.
Yeah, that's all I can do. Yeah, I don't have my second attack yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not for a while.
For a while.
Gilbert.
Ah.
You are able to use half your movement to get up,
Uh-huh.
and then you have the rest of your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get up and there's the where one, right? I can
Yes.
kind of maybe see them.
It's kind of got half cover because it's like a little down a hill, but you're
Sure.
able to see some of it.
Is there anything kind of out in the open, and is there
Uh,
any that are standing next to an ally?
The 3 giant rats are all fully visible and all next to Avek and Urtos.
Going in seems like such a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Assuming that they're not 40 feet away, I'm gonna. Are they 40 feet away?
No, you also only have 20 feet of movement, but
Right.
you are
I'm
still
just assuming that they're not 40 feet
Yes.
away.
Yes. They're just at the edge of your camp,
Sure.
so about 10, 15.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in and hit whichever one I can. If I can get flanking, I'll get flanking. But
Yeah, you're able to get flanking on one of them. With you'll flank it with Avek.
alrighty.
So that'll be +2 to the roll.
Hell yeah. So I'm just gonna. That'll be a 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yeah, and then we'll go. So that's 11. No.
That's 14. Yeah, you fully skewer this rat.
I'm a good mouser.
Oh, any any bonus action from Gilbert?
I don't really think I have any bonus actions that would be helpful. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna kind of stay where I am. If I could move to give someone else advantage, I would, but that's fine.
To get into flanking, that was all of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Urtos, it is up. You are up. You are currently engaged with one of them. That is
One of the rats,
one of the rats.
Okay. So moving would probably not be a good wise idea.
The were rat is staying back using its crossbow.
I mean, at least it's smart in that aspect. You know what? I'll just do a good old firebolt on one of the rats.
You would have disadvantage on this because an enemy is within 5 feet.
Ah.
Yeah, ranged attacks have disadvantage
Yeah.
when you're point blank.
Yeah, it is.
Gotcha.
Even if you're targeting a different creature.
Yeah, it's fair. Wow, all of his spells are either AoE. Well, one is AoE, or they're all.
Oh boy.
The Astra issue, man. Now you
I
know my
just-
pain.
Well, only one of them is an AoE. But pretty much the rest of them are. All of them are pretty much ranged attacks.
Technically, the only one that's a ranged spell attack is Firebolt. The rest are
Okay.
saving throws, which would not be affected by a disadvantage.
You're right. You know what? Yeah, he's gonna use Mind Sliver.
Okay.
That really,
What is that?
yeah,
An
Sliver
int
on the one
save?
rat.
On one of
Yeah.
yeah. I assume the one closest.
Yeah.
Good choice. Not very intelligent. That is a 11, which I believe is a fail.
Yeah, it fails.
Is there anything funky that happens with Mind Sliver?
It subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn.
Okay. Good to know.
And that's his full movement. Or full turn. Doesn't
Okay.
have any bonus actions.
Yeah. Dean, you are up.
Okay.
Use 15 feet of your movement to stand up. I forgot Dean was a winged tiefling. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot Dean could fly.
If I ever knew that.
I honestly also
Yeah, I don't think we knew that.
I forget about that choice that I have made, if
Yeah,
I'm being honest.
it's fair.
That being said,
Time to yeet.
Yeah.
can
take-
she, I don't know, can she fly up a bit and get like a better like view of what the holy hell is going on?
Yeah, you can fly 15 feet up into the air, and it's pretty clear out. You see just the now two rats and the were rat. They seem to just be, attacking you for trying to rob you, effectively, trying to kill and steal your
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. So that was just my movement, right?
Yeah, you are now 15 feet up in the air. That's all your movement.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the safest way to attack something without hurting anyone near me.
Eldritch Blast is always a good option for Warlock.
Oh my god, thank you, voice in my head.
It is true. You also
Yeah, well, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the. I don't know. I don't know what kind of logic I should apply to this because video game logic never touch the henchman, always go for the big guy.
it's not a yeah. You could do that.
Yeah.
You can pick off the one that seems a little more wounded than the other ones, I think. One was more hit than the other ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ertos damaged one, but whichever, neither is a bad
Yeah,
choice.
Let me Eldritch Blast the more wounded one then and
Okay.
assist them in the current situation.
Yes. Rolled a hit.
Yep, it's taking its sweet time. We love my computer.
We love it. It's champion.
Increasing attacking numbers is not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. You hit it and it splats.
Perf.
Your minimum damage would kill it. And
Okay.
that I think is all you can do.
Perfect.
It's back to the were-rat, who now sees this thing up in the air,
God damn. Alright.
and does a 21 hit,
Oh, sure fucking does.
and does a 14 hit.
Yep.
Okay, so you take 10 piercing damage as kind of two crossbolts kind of land into your arm and thigh.
Okay.
That guy is dead. Yeah, okay. It is now the one giant rat that is still on Avek. It is going to try and bite you again. It got a nat 1.
Uh,
Good,
thanks,
love
Matt.
it.
Yeah, you can give it a good old schmack.
Smack.
A white little tap.
Ooh, 14.
That hits. Roll damage.
Ah! Thank fuck.
Get him.
And you get a +2 rage damage, I believe.
Yes.
Uh,
9.
9. You slice it in half.
Fogger.
Yeah, that'll bring it to Rudy.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna get up. I'm not happy. So what we got? One more big rat and the big boy.
Just the big boy. All 3
Oh, just
rats.
you.
Yeah, all 3 rats are dead.
Wonderful. Produce flame right in his face.
Alrighty. You kind of walk up, head towards him, roll to hit. Definitely hits. Okay, 4 damage.
For damage, and how bad is Urthos looking? Or
Uh,
how bad is the worst person? Okay.
Avek is looking very bad.
Cool. Bonus action. I'm gonna do the Balm of the Summer Court. I'm gonna give you a d6 real quick.
Thank you.
1.
1.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
It is in fact better than nothing.
And effectively, that is 2 hit points. That's that.
Is something added to that 1, or is it just the 1?
It's just that.
Okay, I looked at this when you guys leveled up, so.
Yeah, I think it's just that. I don't think
Oh,
I
they
have
get
all
1
of it.
temp HP as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So Avek, you get 1 HP and 1 temp HP.
Ooh, okay.
Hey. Effectively 4.
Nice. Poggers? Poggers?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, weird. Yeah, I think. Resistance is weird. And that's your movement action bonus. That brings it to Avek.
I get up in this fucker's face.
You were able to get just outside of his melee reach, but with your halberd, it's enough. So he's like 35 from you, but you can reach with your halberd.
You know what I want to do. Reckless attack. Fuck that guy.
Alrighty.
Oh god. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Oh,
7 damage because of rage.
little slap.
You kind of, as you're running up, you kind of lunge your halberd kind of out, and then grab it at the very end and whip it down across his face. You know, just kind of catch him across the chin a bit.
That guy. But also now he has a bear.
Yes. Gilbert, it is your turn. Gil?
Ah, yes.
Yes. It is
Honestly, I forgot my name was Gilbert for a second.
That's fair. I've definitely
Fair, yeah.
been there.
Yeah. So there's one left.
There's just the were-rat, like the humanoid.
Feasibly, I could get to him.
Feasibly with 40 feet of movement. Yes, you can get in range. Although Avek is not quite there.
That's okay. I'm gonna get in range and just go hit him.
Okay.
Does 17 hit?
Yes.
It's gonna do both, but
Yeah.
it's not an 18. It's just a 12.
Okay. Yeah, he's starting to look pretty bad.
That's some tasty sneak attack damage, though.
Is that max roll? Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it
max roll.
is.
That's some tasty damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Any bonus from Gil?
I don't think I have anything that would help. The only thing I do have cunning action now. No, I don't really. Nothing's really gonna help.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
What is it? Cunning action is hide,
Dash, disengage, and hide.
disengage. Okay.
I think
Right,
I also
it's-
get
it's
something
the-
else
the-
later, but yeah.
The monk one is dodge.
Yes.
Um.
I get uncanny dodge. Is it uncanny dodge later?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Urtos, you're up.
Can he move in a way that he's able to see the were-rat without any cover?
Yes. With 45,
Okay.
you're able to fully get up to it if you wanted, but I assume you don't.
No.
Yeah, you're able to kind of like head out at an angle.
Cool. I want him to firebolt it.
Okay. Roll
He's
to
gonna
hit.
shoot him. He's gonna shoot back. To 19.
That definitely hits. 8 damage. Okay.
Poggers.
Poggers.
And that's his turn.
Edwardine. You
Yes,
are up.
yes. Okay. I'm gonna witch bolt this fucking thing.
Hey, yo. For sure. You have to fly a little bit closer to get in range, but not a problem.
Yeah, for sure. How far am I from this thing? I was what? I don't remember.
You're 15 feet up in the air. It's about 35. It's probably about. Actually, with Witch Bolt, you're within range.
Oh, okay. Well,
'Cause, no. You have to use your full movement to get to it.
okay. Well, then let me totally do that. Let me fly closer.
Yeah, you're pretty much above it. You're pretty
Yeah.
Much, yeah. Because it's like slightly downhill, so you're pretty much just 30 feet directly above it.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna fly closer to it, and then let's roll this bitch. If it would. Oh, sick. Love that. Okay. Killing myself.
That is going to miss.
I figure.
Anything else from Dean?
Aha, wait. I'm prepared for this. I can use my bonus action, right?
You cannot cast that spell though.
Motherfucker. Okay.
So the way spells
Yeah.
work is
Yeah,
you can
use one.
you can only cast one spell.
One
Gotcha.
level.
Yeah, one leveled spell, but you can cast a spell and a cantrip. But none of your cantrips are bonus actions.
Okay, well, nah, there's really nothing else I can do, I guess.
It is
Fair
now
enough.
the were-rat's turn. It's going to step slightly forward, still not leave Gil's range, and it's going to take it's going to take a bite and a short sword attack on Avek with advantage. The bite is a 22.
Hits.
And the short sword is a 23.
Hit.
So Avek, you take 5 slashing damage, or no, 5 piercing damage.
Is that already have?
2 piercing damage. And I need you to make a con save.
On save.
I'm not gonna give you
Oh,
lycanthropy because it's not fun. I don't feel like dealing with that again. But Avec, you are poisoned.
Europe.
Listen, the DC was not high. Avec will be poisoned for an amount of time. And on the short sword, you take 8 halved to 4.
Okay. I'm gonna Stone's Endurance that, because otherwise that would put me down.
Alrighty. Does that give you resistance?
That takes away
Yes.
damage.
Ah, right.
So, take nothing.
Yeah. That is its turn. Rudy, you're up. Avec is looking bad, and it is looking bad.
I'm gonna just, saunter on over behind Alvec and just put my hand on his shoulder and just, you got this. Cure wounds.
Thanks,
Alrighty.
Queen.
If you would like to scroll up, there we go.
You get 12 healing.
Feels so good right now.
Anything else from Rudy?
No, I think that's all I got. I don't really have bonus actions.
That's right. Avec, it is now up to you.
Going reckless again so I can get a straight attack. Are you fucking me?
That is going to miss.
That's all I can do.
Gil, you are up.
I would like to move for flanking.
Yep.
And then I would like to kill it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, roll that damage, but
Yeah.
it's dead. Let's just see how dead. 26.
Is that a 26? So I rolled a 26 and then got 26 damage. That's pretty lit.
Yeah, Gil, how would you like to do this?
Seeing this thing hurt Avec pretty badly, I just kind of want to move at blinding speed directly behind it as it's facing Avec and stab it square through the back of its head through the nose. Hold up.
Yeah. Avec, you see as you're kind of reeling, you're not doing great right now. You see a quick dart, something darts behind this, and then suddenly a tip of a rapier is just mere inches from your face.
Nice. Glad that little fucking rat's dead.
Pull it out, clean off my rapier.
Kick the court. Fuck that rat.
Does anyone know where rats can come back to life? Do we have to do anything specific? I'm gonna stab the heart while it's on the floor. Just making sure.
I was gonna say,
you know.
after you mentioned that, Avic's just gonna chop off its head.
Dismember this fucking were rat.
Brutal.
Yeah, why not?
We got
can't
fire
do
go.
anything
Just
with
bring
it.
the
Doesn't
bring the
have a
pieces anyway. Yeah, I don't know.
These things are bigger than me, aren't they?
This guy is for sure. The giant rats are pretty much the same size.
I don't think I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
that's very fair.
I claim a were-rat tooth for my hair.
It's fair. Understandable.
I'm
Like
gonna
to perform the rogue option of checking the pockets.
There you go.
Roll me a d12. You find 2 gold, a short sword, and a hand crossbow.
I bring over the 2 gold to Avec, and I'm like,
Oh, you're 12.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'll hand one of the golds back. I'm not keeping both of them.
I'll put the other one in my pocket. Like, for the grand kill. Does anyone need a short sword and or a crossbow?
If nobody else wants it, I can carry it.
I believe the only person apparent for some reason druids can't.
I have a scimitar. It's fine.
Yeah. So, Dean could use it. Avec could use it, or Gil could use it.
The crossbow
Uh,
or the
our-
short sword?
yeah, the short sword. I think the crossbow is a martial weapon, which only Dean
Oh.
can use. Let me double check on that.
Yeah,
I mean,
let me
Urtos
know.
can sorcerers can technically have crossbows, but Urtos
But
is a cat.
Urtos cannot.
Yeah. He's
Uh,
a cat.
Because if Dean can have it,
You can have it. I have a bow.
a hand crossbow is a martial weapon, so Dean cannot.
okay. So the sword. Did anyone claim that sword?
Yes. Wait, a short sword is a martial weapon? I lied. Dean
What?
cannot have the short sword.
Damn.
I mean, technically you can have them. You're just not as good at them.
Mm.
You just
got-
you don't add your proficiency bonus. So whoever wants them can take them, except for Urtos, who just has no way of carrying them on his body.
Martial melee weapon. Jesus.
Yeah, I did not realize.
Yeah, I thought they were a simple weapon. They're
Yeah.
because they're only a D6. I mean, they
Yeah.
have their finesse. But
Yeah,
like,
they're finesse and
In-
light. Which
I mean,
just
for the sake of having something that's not a dagger. I
Maybe
don't
you
think
can
it-
start practicing with it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Well,
I could probably teach you how to use it.
oh wait, I
Yeah.
can use the crossbow.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you could.
You should be able to as a rogue, yeah.
Yeah, I can use the crossbow and I can use the short sword. I don't want the short sword, but
okay. Well,
I'll take the
then
crossbow.
Dean's gonna fly down, and she's gonna be like, "Well, if no one wants the short sword, I'm sure I can learn how to use it."
I drag it over to you because it's probably like the length of most of my body,
Yeah.
and like present it to you. Go, here you go.
Yeah, you two can probably
I'll
teach.
look it over a little bit and go, sick.
Is it a hand crossbow or a full crossbow?
It is a hand crossbow.
Okay, so it's not ridiculous for me to carry.
Yes. Yes. And really, technically, a light crossbow is a simple weapon.
But a short sword isn't cool.
Yes. Gotta love D&D weapons.
I love how this is labeled in here. In proficiency in languages, it's under weapons right now. It's crossbow and then just hand.
Yeah.
But just
yeah.
hand, comma, not nothing, not a hands, nothing else, just hands. These fucking hands.
Yeah. Gilbert's proficient with these hands.
Enjoying the hands.
If only my strength was any better.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. What are y'all doing? Dean's got this short sword. Gilbert's got this hand crossbow.
Urtos
I'm
is
gonna
just
butcher the
looking where
rats.
the arrow hit him.
I'm just gonna go butcher the rats.
Yeah.
Avic's just gonna sit down and calm down.
Yeah, Rudy didn't get hit, so
Grumpy
Yeah.
about being woken up
yeah.
in this way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just gonna butcher the rats, probably.
It
set
is.
the-
It is still early in the like it's around 11:30.
Fair enough. Well, I can take a watch now if you guys want to go to sleep.
Love you, Rudy. I'm gonna flop over onto my stomach.
Just where you're laying.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I'll
You know,
crawl
get a little-
closer back to the group where we were camping, just so I can grab my my bear pelt to snuggle up with.
Okay. Fair.
Is it safe to assume that I also got crossbow bolts?
Yes, I don't care about ammunition.
Cool.
It's slow and tedious to take care of that stuff or to track that
Totally
stuff.
fine.
Yeah. Rudy, you kind of carve up these rats during your watch, keeping an eye on nothing of interest. Same thing with Avek's watch.
Well,
Nice.
when Avik is woken up for his watch, the corpses are nowhere to be found anymore. Only the blood stains on the grass. There are now loosely fashioned effigies.
Hold on.
Of
That
the
word
rat
made
bones, kind of just like placed at each of the corners of their campsite.
Oh.
Yeah, just with the skull like neatly placed on top. Maybe one of the larger femur bones just jammed into the ground, um, with a little bit of like meat around the side, kind of neatly placed. Rudy's probably still like cleaning off their hands, and it's just like, I believe it's your turn now.
Nice. That looks fucking pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Push myself up to sit up for my watch.
Time to go.
Yeah.
Get a big stretch in.
Yeah. Avek, nothing of note happens during your watch.
Good.
And eventually, sun comes up. You guys all wake up. And anything before you guys head back out on the road?
Spit on the
No.
were-rat's grave. Fuck that guy.
No, it's not a grave, it's an effigy.
Yeah.
That shit is
Grave effigy, whatever the
disrespectful.
fuck it is. I don't care. It's getting spit on. Fuck that were-rat. He nibbled on.
It was very much a warning to anything else that would have tried to come up.
Beautiful.
Very fair. You guys can all take a long rest as you wake up. Although Avek, you are still poisoned.
Ethically, we have to. Yeah. That.
God, how long are you gonna keep me poisoned for, Doc?
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna fight you.
Okay. As you guys head out on the road, around noonish, you get to Baldur's Gate. And that's where we will end tonight's session.
Yeah. I really thought those rats were gonna get off it.
I did too.
I can only
Oh.
hope.
I was ready to accept it.
Nah, you ain't dying that easy.
I was so mad because I realized I still had stone endurance well after the first hits took place, and so I could have
Yeah, I
avoided
forgot
a
about
lot of that damage.
Yeah. I forgot about one thing that I could do too, which would have, mitigated your poison potentially, but
It'd be like that. New characters.
Yeah.
they're getting used to the shit they can do anyway.
What did Rudy have to avoid that?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh.
Yeah, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Oh, it's silvery barbs.
What, you going to spill my spells like that, motherfucker?
Man, Silvery Barbs, one of my favorite spells now.
Yeah, I could have done that on the bite, so it had a potential not to hit.
Yeah. Also, the DC was only 11. It was not high, especially for the barbarian.
No, I don't know. I rolled so low.
He caught unawares.
Yeah, you only needed to roll a 7.
Sometimes story be like
Yeah.
that, man.
Sometimes it do be like that. So you guys have like barely even like like you haven't even reached like even close to halfway through that chapter.
No.
I mean, it's kind of usually how it goes
Yeah.
when you're kind of role playing a lot.
Yeah. Basically, that chapter only started when the book attacked.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Boy,
Everything before that was just winging it.
I was very, very concerned during the book fight because Ertos was at 2 hit points.
I was concerned because two of you weren't there, and Ertos was far away. If Ertos didn't have such
Okay.
crazy movement speed and also didn't get lucky with which alleys they went down, like Ertos wouldn't have been there round 1.
Yeah.
Would have been there round 2, but
I think we would have been okay. Rudy still had enough healing.
yeah, I don't think you would have. I don't think you would have gone down, or
Not
But-
like dead.
yeah, not like you wouldn't have died from that,
Probably.
because it also didn't care about sucking out of out of a downed person.
Yeah.
It was just
No
looking for
necessarily here.
just looking for life force, and when someone's down, their life force would be not very high. So
Not much of a consciousness there.
yeah,
Not a very good snack.
No.
not very tasty.
Honestly, a little icky.
Also, I loved how Dean handled that nightmare.
Yeah, right? Just let me just walk the fuck around and maybe I'll find something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Not
at
the
least out of that
sharpest tool
nightmare.
dead.
At least out of that nightmare, you finally figured out that Ertos can speak, and that Gil and Rudy aren't as crazy as they are.
I
For
mean,
just talking to the
Yeah,
cat.
we're like, yo, you guys are fucking insane talking to a cat. What?
Dean goes, the cat can fucking talk?
yeah.
And if I can promise anything to you guys as a group, it is that Ava will not believe that the cat can talk for as long as I can reasonably make it last.
Love that.
Good.
I'm gonna, if I can find an excuse in the situation, excuse is being used.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I got ice in my mouth.
Damn, bro.
I ran out of water, so I needed to go for the ice. Which means I've drank like 72 ounces of water in
Jesus.
3 hours.
You know there's such a thing as too hydrated, right?
Yes, I know. This is why I
Okay.
pee so often.
And this is why you have so many rolls.
Yes. But if Dean hadn't gone for that book and into the library, like if you guys just hadn't gone there, that book would have found its hands, would have been found in the hands of Little One.
No!
Well, I'm glad we found it then.
You leave my boy alone.
I would
Kill me
riot.
if you need to, but don't
I
you
would have
touch
killed
the little one.
myself.
You guys think
If
Little One's a
you-
pushover? That's funny.
I
No, I
don't
know.
care. I know
don't
that he
care
can beat the shit out of that book, but he's my baby. He is the love of my life. The reason I wake up in the mornings. If you hurt him, I would hunt you down.
I mean, Randy would have been there too. Who knows what could have happened?
You would have gotten an unwanted visitor. You're a bitch.
The funny thing is, Little One and Randy are both higher level than you.
I don't care. I want to protect them.
I know, which is my favorite.
So much of them. Oh God. I've just had a terrible realization.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have to play Overwatch.